Yeah, yeah.
But I think maybe I'll just say, like in my own experience, if I did have an opportunity to give, it brings me so much joy to go into a shop, let's say, to buy food and to pick out stuff consciously and to give, because when I give, I literally see the person, and I get to connect somehow, and I get to talk. It's not like I just, there's your money. And I'm not saying it's bad for people who do it that way, but sa akin, I'm experiencing life a little bit more different. Eh. But I think it's that connection pa din. And if you see people like looking at you, and not just like you're another person na namigay lang, thank you, sir, thank you, but they actually see you. And you get that, like, that'll hit you, man. That'll
Yeah.
get you crying. That'll get you crying
I
because you
I
just
believe that. I believe that. Like every time that I've given the right way, no matter how much it was, a little, 10,000 bucks or more, I don't regret it. I don't. Thankfully, I learned like the money jar system, like the give jar, because it also guides you on how much you could financially give. But that's not the only way you can give. Like you could give your body, literally or figuratively, like effort,
Mhm.
time, like that.
Yeah, yeah, service, sure.
So, and you have to give it the right way. I totally believe you. If a person's giving it out of fear, compulsion, or expectation, don't do it.
I
It's
love
not
that.
gonna end well.
I
And
love that.
then I think it was like someone I was learning how to give at this, like Joe Vitale or something was saying this
Mm,
thing like when you give, don't expect that it would come directly back from the same person, but also be open to receive it in a greater magnitude. And then third, only give to a person or a cause that you want the reward, like you believe in
yeah,
it,
yeah.
like
I
and you
would, I
love
would,
it. Yeah.
yeah, I would call this conscious giving.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Um, so I'm an excellent receiver. I have
Yeah.
to plug again MMI, which we learned there. I think because madami sa atin, we have this mindset that, oh, it's better to just give and give and give, but you can't give if there's no receiver. It's two sides of the same coin. Like it
Yeah.
is better to give you, but there's always a recipient on the other end. But
I'm
maybe go ahead.
Yeah, I'm curious for you, Coach Bam. Now, I'm asking a question. For you,
Mhm.
is it easier to give or easier to receive, or
Sa akin
or
both
home?
eh. Sa akin both, but I'm
Good.
grateful when people get to give. But there's a joy, Martin, that what gets me emotional when I talk about it. I'm gonna get freaking emotional.
It's cool.
I don't know. There's just a joy that is, uh, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but it's sort of like you feel it in your deepest gut. It's like you get, for a few moments you get to exchange. Oh no, no, the exchange. You get to see God. Let's put it that way. You get to see
Hey,
God's
holy shit!
essence.
Yeah, yeah.
You get
You
to see
said
God.
something that resonated because I experienced
Eh,
that in 2016.
Go ahead. What's the story?
Um, at the risk of, I don't want it to sound like a cheesy story, but in 2016, that was the first time like I had a big year for work, but I didn't achieve anything yet, like $1 million round table. So halfway through the year, this girl messages me. She's from a different branch, and I'll just stick to like the core of it. No? So this person messaged me and it's like, "Hoy, July na," and I'm like, "Yes, ma'am." And she said, "Uh," I said like not giving up, like I'll do it until failure, something like that. So you know this, Coach Bam, like I don't look at the words only. I look at the actions. So this
Same.
person around July, I checked the stoplight. She hits $1 million round table. So I said, "Who are you? And why do you believe in me?" So I'll kind of fast forward. She helped me hit $1 million round table, but that's not the most important thing I got from that moment of like giving or receiving. She helped me not give up on life. Because 2016 was the year I rode my motorcycle to like 299 kilometers per hour. Like that's the limit of the bike. Like there were moments I was ready to go. So I don't know who the hell she was, but I felt that. I felt that. Like, what is this? Diba? And it was like what you said. I started to see, again, I'm not that religious. I started to see God in people. That was one of the few moments.
So, hashtag ko lang, hi, Chris Vinson. Now he knows why we're all connected in this way. I can share this because Chris shared it naman. Like, he's also in that search for God, for spirituality. And, we a lot of us have a tendency to put just a label on something that is very difficult to label because we don't
Mhm.
really understand it. But I think we put a label so we can try to understand it a bit more. But I think we see it in essence in people. We see it in the actions of people. So, and we get glimpses of it. I think kasi pag na-reveal sa atin, if it's revealed in one full blast, I think we'll just die. So, I'm glad you're here,
Yeah,
Chris.
yeah.
So, when I see Martin, we're all in the same boat. I wanted to share something, but Joanna, I appreciate you sabi niya lang na she remembers that time and she appreciates me for being truthful. Yeah, because I would have.
Mhm.
I know when I'm down, I can really lift up people, but I can also drag you down. I'm aware of that. You two sides of me, which I think a lot of
Yeah.
people don't get it. Like I'm only this happy and bright side. No, you're not. That's not
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
There's a
Well, I
lot
know
of
when
there.
to leave you alone.
Sorry,
Because
what is
I
that?
also I know when to leave you alone. Because I also turn like into a monster, like Jekyll
Oh
and
yeah.
Hyde.
No, no, like I remember, like after Unbounded, we were asking you to go to dinner. Sabi mo, no, like I want to process. I know you enjoyed the process, but just like
Oh yeah, yeah,
I want to go through this process, and I get you, I'm like
yeah.
100%. Yeah,
The politically incorrect way of saying that was I just want to be alone. Because you looked like so happy, like you wanted to enjoy the food, the steak, and all, right? The bonding. But after that, no. I just really wanted to be alone. No offense, like
point
whoever it
taken.
was, to my family, to you. If I had a wife, diba? I don't. But if I did, there are
You
moments it's
didn't you
like,
didn't even want to be with her.
yeah, it's like get out of my
Okay.
fucking face. I
Yep,
have
I get.
moments like that. Like just leave me
Sure,
alone. And if you go
sure.
near me, something bad is gonna happen. So I have moments like that, so if ever you're in that mode, I learned to kind of respect, like give you space, like
Hmm.
as in get out of your sight at moments,
Yeah.
and then you could come back the later on.
Yeah.